During the comfort of the off season, we signed up for 7 runDisney races for the upcoming season, but now Erika is dealing with yet another injury. I'm trying to balance work schedule, training schedule. Let's take a look at what we've gotten ourselves into and the challenges that lie ahead.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Hey everybody, welcome back. It's a new runDisney race season. It actually starts this week.
Yep.
And the good news is we're running less races this year. Let's talk about what we're doing. High level real quick, we'll go through the races. We start this week, right? Go ahead.
This weekend is the Wine and Dine. We'll have 10K on Saturday and the half marathon on Sunday.
We're jumping on a cruise.
Yes, we are.
The best way that I could possibly imagine celebrating a race weekend, like get to, Monday you normally fly home, and instead we're taking the bus down to the cruise. And so while we're on that cruise, recovering from a run,
we're gonna do another run.
We're gonna do the Castaway Key 5K, which we did last year as well. But we've never done the cruise with a race weekend.
Right.
So we'll see how this works, right? Work hard, train up, work hard, run that weekend, take some time off, and of course get the 5K medal. After that, we have 10 weeks until what?
The Walt Disney World Marathon. We will be running the half marathon and the full marathon, which is called the Goofy Challenge.
And that's new for us.
That is.
Because that's a challenge we have not done yet. Last year was our first full marathon. And so this year, thanks to me,
Yes, thanks to you.
I said, let's do the half and the full back to back.
Yes.
So Saturday half, Sunday full. And then our favorite race of the entire year has been now for 3 years running is what?
The Princess. We will do the 10K on Saturday and the half marathon on Sunday.
Yep, so that's our race season. We're skipping a couple weekends. We're not going to California. We are not doing the springtime surprise. And we didn't do the Halloween race they added this year. So I think we're being responsible adults
Yes.
if we're looking at it on the positive. Just finished my first run for the training plan of the new race season.
Just finished my first run for this new season that we're doing.
Sometimes a run can feel great and sometimes it can feel like today. I got it done, but it was a challenge for sure.
Tonight's just one of those runs where it doesn't all work out, but at least you went out there and you did it, and I got my sessions done. 9 miles yesterday and PR'd that 15K race, which is good. And then today was a really hard 13 miles. Took it slow, but I was exhausted from yesterday. Just finished the last long run, and my running coach had me doing race pace there at the end. Based on what I said I want to do, which now I'm not so sure. Officially 7 days, and we'll be running to Disney. So, gotta catch my breath. How's your training going? That's the big question. I mentioned that you have injury. You've been dealing with, I feel like something at all points in your running career, which is 2 years long now so far, right? So what are you dealing with right now?
Yeah, so it started with just like some foot weakness, which was causing some issues in the left leg. Then earlier this season, I found out that I had something called vestibular neuritis, which basically just made me really dizzy. And I fell down the stairs, broke some toes, had to take a few weeks off. So now I'm dealing with problems in my right leg.
So today was my first run in about 5 weeks. I'm just trying to take it one day at a time because I don't want to get too frustrated. So I'm not sure which I'll be able to run and which I'll have to speed walk. It's definitely painful and a little bit sore everywhere, but glad to be back out.
Honestly, the biggest part has just been this unknown. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna be able to do for any of these races. Is it a good idea for me to run the half and then walk the full? Try to walk the half, run the full? I'm not sure. The whole thing's up in the air. I'm not sure at this point, but
Can I ask you, how is that impacting things? Like, obviously physical is a thing, right? How's that impacting things emotionally, right? So you have to sign up for these races so far in advance. So emotionally, I'm sure there's like a thing with that, right?
Yes.
Of you set it up in your mind and your heart.
right.
But now you're dealing with this. How are you handling it?
I mean, it's tough. I've wanted to still be positive for you and celebrate all of your wins. While at the same time being slightly jealous that I can't go out and do my race, prep, just feeling kind of defeated a little bit, but not gonna let it stop me.
Yeah, what have you learned that you can pass on, maybe if it's, even though it's a difficult thing, like any wisdom you can pass on to other people who are getting into running, also dealing with an injury, can't run anymore, like anything you've kind of learned in the process?
Yeah, I mean, this is, like you said, my second year going into race weekends injured. And so I would say celebrate small victories, even if the race doesn't end up being what I thought it was gonna be at the start of the season. Even if I complete it, that's still a victory. Do I love going out and running every single day, especially after a 5-week break? Absolutely not. But I like the way that I feel when it's done. I like the accomplishment.
I've said to you a bunch of times that I hope if I get injured or something happens, that I have the same positive mindset that you have demonstrated. So what's something that you're gonna do different this season? This can be like high level, whatever, or it can be practical, right? For someone that's doing a Run Disney for the first time. What's something you're gonna do differently this year compared to last year?
Yeah, so never would have thought this before, but biggest takeaway from last season is that the first thing that we do when we get to a room now is we unplug the phone. Because last year, the night before our half marathon, somebody called our room like 3 hours after we had fallen asleep. Yeah, and they were like, "Do you hear someone running upstairs?" It was ridiculous.
Right.
Anyway, we never fell back asleep. We had to get up at 2 a.m. So unplug the phone. I'm taking not headphones. I'm taking
Earplugs, face mask.
Yes, all the things. Yeah.
Because it's hard to go to bed at 7 p.m. or 8 p.m.
Right.
Once you do fall asleep, you don't want to be woken back up.
Right.
So do whatever it takes to stay asleep.
To stay asleep, yep.
Right, because at 2 a.m., it hits you pretty hard. Anything else you learned that you're gonna do differently this year, or is that it?
I mean, we've always been pretty good about like not walking around the parks a lot or not staying out late, not doing too much the days before, but just continuing that. That's good.
Yeah, for sure. What weekend are you most looking forward to? I think I know the answer, but what are you looking forward to?
My favorite weekend is always Princess Weekend. It is the most fun. There are so many people, everyone's in costume. You see people and, from all different walks of life. Definitely there's a lot of people that are brand new runners. And so I love to be able to see that accomplishment for them.
For sure. I love the vibe of Princess, but marathon weekend for me. I don't know what it is. It's
the challenge.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like we're there to do something. Right. You know what I mean? Like we are there. It's the first timer list is a little bit smaller, you know what I mean? Because the challenge is so hard. So we're doing the Goofy, which is the half marathon on Saturday. Right. Full marathon on Sunday. That is 38, whatever miles that is. 26 plus 13, 29, 39. It's a lot of miles in 2 days. So why? Besides AJ signed you up, why are you doing this?
I mean, that is the real reason AJ signed me up.
Okay, I'll answer then. I'm not sure that I'm ready to prove like sub 3 hour marathon, right? Because we did the marathon together. I want to do it together again. Like that's, as long as your injury is okay, like I want to do it together again. Like that's the part of the fun for me.
Absolutely.
But I wanted to take it up one more notch.
Right. Oh yeah. I think we've done a marathon now, so now we just need to push ourselves to do something else.
And I guess we could have said run it faster, but I didn't want to.
No.
Let's just run further.
Right, yeah.
Instead of faster.
Right.
A big thing that's happening this year is both our daughters are running with us at Princess Weekend. So Taylor is now 18, legal adult, look out, and Addie is 15. And so they're both gonna be running. It'll be Addie's first Run Disney race ever. Taylor's gone a few times with us. I'm a little nervous about having all of you like in the hotel.
I'm a little bit nervous about that. I don't even like sharing the room with Taylor.
Right.
Yeah.
So when it's just you and I, like we got all the space, right? One bed is like dedicated, like
just all the running,
laying out our costumes and all that stuff.
Yes,
so,
they might need their own room. I'm not sure.
3 girls in the room with me. Yikes.
Yikes.
We actually are super excited to have them.
We are.
It's great because I love that our girls are willing to take on a challenge that, all teenagers do. But like this one, it's fun and hard. Yeah. These aren't the easiest thing in the world.
No, they're not.
So, what are you hoping for? This is my last question, unless you have anything else. So, what are you hoping for? I asked you this last year. What are you hoping to be able to say at the end of this race season? Right? We, for us, the season will end at Princess. Cross the finish line, hopefully. Hopefully, we all do. What do you want to be able to say? Hopefully.
Honestly, just that I was able to do all of the races, even if that means a slower time or more walking. I don't know. I just want to be able to do it all and just say that like I gave it everything that I had.
Right.
And also to be able to say that I'm injury free at the end of the season, so
nice.
that we can go into next season without an injury.
One thing I do love about running is it's a very individualized sport in that you can go as fast or slow as needed. You can adapt, kind of some of the stuff you were talking about, which is great. But I love the community of running events, right? Like if someone goes down, someone needs someone needs help, like anything like that. These events, and even in the corrals, you know what I mean? Like you feel the support, right?
Oh yeah.
So, but then that doesn't mean you have to, like a team sport. Obviously, you're all working towards the same objective. Like everyone can have their individual kind of goals, right? Like you and I are going to do the same events with completely different time objectives and things like that, and we'll run some of them together. But then it's still our thing.
Absolutely.
And I feel like that's actually the thing with everybody,
Yeah.
right? Running in general, but at these runDisney.
Especially at runDisney.
At runDisney for sure. So excited for the upcoming season. Thanks for signing us up for Goofy. Okay. We'll see how that one goes. We'll report back on that. So Wine and Dine starts this week, and we are headed into the race season. So good luck.
Thanks, you too.